Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, rugby league fans around the world, to Mount Smart #1. And there's a little bit of rain just starting to gather in across Auckland City here as we get ready for the Auckland Rugby League to host the Auckland Under-18 match, clash up against the Southern Zone Scorpions. And good to see a big crowd out down here. And if you are in the neighbourhood and you're close by at Penrose, Mount Smart #1 is the place to be. Auckland Rugby League's put on a free gate charge for you today, and you'll be able to get in here and catch the last game of today. If you're looking for any of the replays, don't hassle about that. You'll get to them through the Auckland Rugby League website, aucklandleague.co.nz. All of the games are backed up on the ARL TV YouTube channel, and all of the football is there for your viewing pleasure. Joining us very shortly will be Corey Rosser as we get ready for the second match of today. And you can see some of the boys there boogieing down in the background as we await for the teams to run out onto the field here at Mount Smart #1. And really good to have the Auckland Rugby League down here to be able to host the first rugby league match here back at the Warriors' home ground. And we're just waiting for the arrival of COVID. The arrival of Cos, Corey Rosser, as no games have been played at Mount Smart due to COVID-19, and it's nice that the Auckland Rugby League crew have been able to bring the first games back here. Joining us now, Corey Rosser. Corey, getting ready for the Under-18 match, and I understand you've been running around getting the team list sorted. How are we shaped up?
Yeah, both teams pretty well as named, and running around doing a little bit of stuff in the background there as well after that Under-16s game. Terrific match, I thought, the Kiwi Tag exhibition match, some really exciting stuff. Great to see all shapes and sizes, ages, girls and boys all playing together. I thought it was a wonderful game.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be able to have a mixed team up against, an all-guy side, that was really cool to see. And also the body shapes. Did you see the young fella on the wing there? You know, I'm pretty sure he was bigger than you are, mate, but he certainly had a go, and he was in amongst it.
There you go. In the space of 2 minutes, you've called me COVID and pointed out how small I am. So
there's no need to keep niggling at it and keep bringing it up in front of everybody here around the world with our rugby league fans. Also good to see Samhain down and out around the traps today. And the Auckland Vulcans are in play at the Nationals. And I understand you got a wee bit of intel around that.
Yeah, went down on a thriller, 12 points to 10 in the end. They came back from an 8-0 disadvantage early on. Scored tries through Kailani, Melicia Murray, and TJ Noble-Bell got over for a try as well. But a late upper central try set up by Kiwi Ferns legend Honey Hidemi Smala sunk the Vulcans. So, yeah, look, I think we can be really proud of what that Vulcans team did. Some really good players in there. And, look, we've got 2 girls into the Kiwi Ferns wider training squad who otherwise might not have got the opportunity. So,
awesome news, mate.
You know, well done to Lavinia and Shannon Muro as well. So, look, well and truly proud of the Vulcans girls and the effort that they put in, but they fall just short against Upper Central. And we'll stop and pay credit to Upper Central as well. Some big things going on down there. They've been involved in the Auckland competition with the Taniwharau and Hukanui girls the last couple of years. So that Upper Central team actually had Auckland fingerprints on it as well.
Cool.
Those girls won the 18s comp here in Auckland. So
team list
impressive stuff. All right, this is how they will take the field, and we'll start with the home team. Sebastian Jack will be the fullback. Salisi Atata in the centres with Jacob Rutherford. The halves are JP White and Jukes Kauhiva. Vaka Sekahili, the College Rugby League Hooker of the Year last year. He's dynamite out of the bottom of the ruck. Watch for him. And the forward pack, the back row, I really like. TJ Devery, Sam McIntyre, and Elam Payne. Elam Payne, who we've called in the college comp the last few years. He's an awesome player, along with Sam McIntyre. For the South Island, couple of changes to that, which is named on screen. Watch for Allison and Christie in the halves, Horgan and Whaiava in the front row, Jack Campbell, Tully in the back row, and Lock respectively, and the fullback as well, Matariri, Halbert, Petty. So that's how they will take the field, all ready to go here in the under-18s match, Auckland versus Southern Zone. And it will be Auckland with the first use of the ball, running back towards the road end here at Mount Smart Stadium.
So, Corey, just before this game kicked off, a little bit of shower, rain in across the park. So the ground's a wee bit wet now and slippery from the first game that was played. Be interesting to see what team tactics are deployed here as we see, settlers happening up through the middle of the park.
Yeah, and look, from my point of view, when it rains, it tends to favour the team with the bigger forward pack,
Yep.
which should fall into Auckland's hands, you would think. So it's going to be pretty important for the South Island to make a nice fast start in this one. So Sekahili clears the ruck, links then with his playmaker, JP White, who we know better as a dummy half, JP White, from his time at Kelston.
Yep.
But playing in the halves today with Vaka having dibs on that jersey. JP now goes to the line, dribbles a kick in behind, which takes a horror bounce for South Island, and they will clean that up. And only just in time as well. It's Halbert Petty. It is who gets back there to ground that one. So a dream start for the Auckland team and a real test early on here for the Southern Zone.
Yeah, certainly turned them around quick, smart, but nice to see the tidy up straight away as the Scorpions now just reset a wee bit. And big drop goal out. Looking for a kick, catch, and here we go. Good return. Into the line. Quick play the ball here required. Auckland on the attack.
And you can see those two starting props, Lolosio and Papali'i. They have a big role to play today along with Vaka and those quick play the balls. JP White goes to the line, links with his captain, Sam McIntyre, the man from Birkenhead College. Played with Northcote this year in the SAS Fox Memorial Premiership. Backdoor.
Nice
Space
spread.
on out wide here for Auckland. Is this the opening try? Numbers there. I think he's overpowered them. Salmamo Watts it is who scores in the far right-hand corner. A neat little finish in the end under plenty of pressure, and it's Auckland on the board after 2 minutes.
Looking at the Auckland Rugby League replay here, we see it stretching out to the right-hand edge. Nice little fake there on the inside drop. Decides to go to spread it wide. Centre showed nice little strength here, just to offload. Winger had a wee bit of work to do here. Ball in the right hand, got the fend away, kept on his feet, 4 points in over on the corner. And let's hope, as he gets up there, that young Selwyn sprints across to that corner and puts that upright flag for me back into position. Waiting for the kick to come. So a wee bit of a difficult kick here for the Aucklander. Right out on the touch line there. And right footer against his natural side. Unnatural side, I should say. Struck it well. And it's away.
So Auckland 4, Southern Zone 0, and it'll be 4 minutes gone by the time we get back underway. Really positive start from Auckland, forcing that repeat set with the nice little kick there, and then the finesse to finish off that nice right side shift on that play there for a try.
Now, just interesting in the background there, Auckland coaching staff, beware of a big, long, deep kick. Don't think it was as deep as what they thought it was going to go, but off the back fence, here comes Auckland.
Taylor Papali'i, the man from Pakuranga, and the ball spilt loose. So straight away a chance for the Southern Zone to hit back here now. Good carry.
Oh, he's dropped it and popped
Tuhila.
it. And no, they're saying it's a strip. So great opportunity for the Scorpions here, Corey.
So they'll tap and go here, the South Island. Tovio. Lining up for carries. Taking the ground. 5 out from the line now, South Island. 5 gone. Comes back to the middle. They link with Faitawa. And then a good carry through the heart from Jaden Horgan. A man from Shirley Boys High School. It's the first 15 captain there. Christie turns back and finds his front rower. Back rower, I should say, right in front of the SAS uprights.
A little bit jittery there. Managed to do well, though. Just lost a wee bit of its rhythm.
Left they go. Ball spills loose. What's the call going to be? It's cleaned up. And this will be out to the 20, Auckland ball. So Auckland do well to survive that one. Some promising signs early on from the South Island. Look, naturally, you would have to say Auckland have the forward pack advantage, but there's still some big boys in the South Island team, which is going to be pretty important in these conditions. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you only have to look at something like the fellow there in the front rows, no tiny tot. And their second rowers have obviously got a wee bit of size as well. I've actually been impressed with some of the forwards that have come here from both the under-18s and the under-16 side.
Yeah, you're right. Look, in a well-beaten side, some of those forwards in that 16s game were excellent for the Southern Zone, I thought. So marching the ball forward now is Elam Payne, the Marist Saint and Kelston Boys High School man. Now that looked like it was high. Play on's the call from Grannis. Sika Healy now off a quick play of the ball. Watch him there. He is deadly. JP White goes to the line and takes the punishment that comes with it. And ball loose again. That may well be a reoccurring theme today in these conditions, particularly given these boys have played hardly any football of late as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, this morning it was bright sunshine and the field was a hard, fast track. And then just towards the back end of the Kiwi Tag exhibition match, the heavens opened up and there was enough rain there to certainly turn it into a slippery surface. Ball's wet, and obviously, some of the forwards needing to maybe just tuck it a wee bit tighter as they're settling in. However, Scorpions on the attack and inside the 30, creeping in.
Montel Lasala charged with the first carry for the Southern Zone.
Oh, big contact.
They'll get a penalty at the end of it as well. It's Junior Tilia Kiono who earns the penalty for the Southern Zone. They're going to tap and go now via Ethan Faitawa. 15s and 17s rep at South Island level and 18s and 16s for New Zealand as well.
Big hit.
Vaka that time, Sika Healy leading the charge along with Taylor Papali'i. Faitawa goes to his left, finds his lock forward Tully. Left again they go. Nice simple game plan from the South Island, not looking to throw this ball around too much, which I think is wise in these conditions. This time they're going to go too wide. And Vaka Sika Healy reads it beautifully.
Yeah. He stormed that straight away, saw the first receiver, put some pressure on him.
Halbert Petty. Ball goes in behind. Tester here, bouncing ball, dealt with nicely. Did as well as he possibly could have that time, Ben Kossi. And back-to-back sets now coming up for the Southern Zone. 8 minutes gone. It's Auckland who lead 4-0 here at a very soggy Mount Smart Stadium. So Sebastian Jack gets us back underway. It's a scrappy kick, which goes along the ground and then is scooped up by Donaldson. Callum Donaldson, a West Coaster, played in the South Island Scorpions team in 2018-2019. Of course, the West Coast once a
he's popped it.
Stronghold of league in New Zealand. Not so much the case these days, but great to see some talent still coming through the West Coast. Quick play of the ball. Rutherford jumps on the end of it. 40 off their own line now, Auckland. Sika Healy comes midfield and the wingers coming in looking for a little bit of work.
Just starting to lose their feet as well. Slipped over there on that tackle. So look to peel a few metres here as they kick for touch.
So a little knock on in the play the ball there for Sekahili. So handover, the Southern Zone back on the football, 9 gone. So scrum packs down. Southern Zone back on the charge. Nice bit of movement out towards the left-hand edge where Filippo Tovio is the man on the football, 40 short of the line. Now the Southern Zone looking to put together a set. They're going to move the ball now and playing with plenty of depth as well. Is there a chance developing on this right-hand side as they look to go through via the fullback, Halbert Petty? Pulled to ground 30 short. Went coast to coast in the end there. Lisala becomes the makeshift dummy half. Like the look of Ethan Whaiatawa early on. Nice and lively, the number 9. They jump out, puts a little step on. McIntyre wraps the ball up. Play on is the call from referee Granis. And the kick ends up going straight into the feet of the Auckland player. This rain now really starting to come down.
Yeah, it's changing the dynamics of the game somewhat. Also the commentary box. We've got more people in here than downtown Tokyo. Yep. Auckland settling hard now into the 40.
JP White, short ball to Papali'i. Great leg drive from Taylor Papali'i. Takes him up over halfway. 5 into opposition territory with tackles still up their sleeve. Sekahili jumps out, looking for an offload. Won't find one that time. It won't be the last time you hear that phrase today, though. JP White to Sebastian Jack. And we'll get to our kick via Kalhiva. A difficult one at the back, which is spilled. And Auckland, another set now to play with.
Minutes 30 in, and this would be a nice warm welcome to the Southerners. This would be a tropical day down there in the South Island.
Just like home. As Troy and I have just made an enemy of every person from the mainland.
No, I can name you a South Island rugby league favourite Kiwi. Who's your South Island favourite Kiwi?
South Island favourite Kiwi, well, there hasn't been many of recent times. Lewis Brown, a great one from Christchurch.
Mark Broadhurst.
There you go. Well, that's from perhaps an earlier generation than I would have watched.
Mark Broadhurst, Tony Cole. We could do this all day. The little guest appearances at Colour Park. Southern Zone now. Nice little meterage into the 40. Just to say that. Bit of a strip, so they get an opportunity here, Corey, to peel off a few metres.
You'd be hard-pressed to go past Simon Mannering as the greatest South Island Kiwi, wouldn't you? Man from Nelson.
Yeah, that's a fair call. In the modern era.
I feel like this may be a debate that we can extend. Anyway, back to it we go.
I'll have to go to my almanacs behind me very shortly. Be able to start pulling out the big hitters.
I can see Shane Price generating some thoughts. That's all right. I'm sure we'll get into this at half time.
He doesn't need Google. He's actually putting the information into Google.
14 gone. It's Auckland who lead 4 points to 0. As the commentators debate regional heroes in rugby league. The boys out on the field right now dealing with some very, very harsh conditions, as are the coaching staff. Tamati Christie. Left they come now, and they
big
work it forward
here.
via
Strong run, good carry.
Tai Loa. Bumping forward. Still on the charge, he's over. Great work, George Faiava. Hits back for South Island, and the Southern Zone draw even. Kick to come, there's 15 gone, and we're locked up at 4 apiece.
And here we go on the Auckland Rugby League action replay. And just coming in off the back of the momentum that started with this, Big George carries a couple of defenders across. A lot of work to do there. Sprayed 3 Aucklanders around the place as he manages to come up with a 4-point try right next to the SAS upright. And a big shout out to our sponsors, Steeden, back on for 3 years. So a big thank you to Steeden, and also just noticing in the background there, Corey, Crown Lift Trucks, major sponsors of the Auckland Referees Association and major sponsor of the Fox Championship here with the Auckland Rugby League.
Southern Zone hit the front. 6 points to 4, 15 and a half gone. And a classy hit back from the visitors after going down early.
So well-earned 4 points there. Work straight up through the engine room. And the rain's backing off just a little. Good strong crowd here today. Obviously paid for all the expensive seats up there under the shelter.
What about the hearty individuals who have remained down on field side? The umbrellas out. So back underway. A towering one, which will be difficult to bring in. They do so well and then hit the line at some pace as well.
Now you just have to wonder how much confidence this is going to give the Southern team. They'll thrive off the back of that 4 points. 6 points with the kick. Good D.
Quick hands. They move to the left. Now a bit of a foot race on, but well and truly up against it in those conditions.
Yeah,
you almost need a 10-metre buffer, really, if you're going to hit the ground in these conditions. So they spill over into touch. Nice covering tackle, I think, from Salisi Atata, the man from Otahu.
It's always good to see the blue and white out there on the rugby league stage. Big long tradition reaching back many decades as the Auckland Rugby League.
Elan Payne pops a nice offload. Sebastian Jack. It's the Maris connection. Vakasekahili goes to Papali'i. Taylor Papali'i's put in a good shift early.
Yeah.
Leading the charge for those Auckland middles. Sekahili looks out to his right. Links with TJ Devery. Good spread of clubs in this 18s team for Auckland. Devery hailing from Te Aratu. Elan Payne goes back door. Links with JP White to McIntyre.
Did well to hold on there. He was under pressure, had man on.
Sekahili to Payne. Payne will go back door again, and Kalhiva then dummied and looked to dance his way through. But this Southern line looking pretty strong right now. Down the short side go Auckland, and well brought in the end, Filippo Tovio. Now what's the call? Offside, I think he's got them for. So another set coming up for Auckland.
Come on to the 6.
So Auckland will sacrifice a few yards just in order to give themselves a bit of space to put on whatever they're planning here. Sekahili crabbing across field and then gets ragdolled to ground. Tailoa in the tackle for the Southern Zone. Payne. Right in front of the SAS uprights. Options left and right. Sekahili says we'll go left. JP White to Jack. Jack dancing. Sebastian Jack still going through, and then the ball comes loose. Knock on each way there. This will be a Southern Zone feed.
Well, that line's takes a wee bit of the pressure off. Auckland just starting to mount. And ball too slippery. Well, he's shown a bit of strength. It's a big strapping winger. Is the South Island number 2.
Down the right, they'll work it now. Nice stuff from the Southern Zone and into a little bit of space with
Great
Lisala.
in,
Back in field they come. There's no one around for Auckland. Jack's the only one who can save the day. That knocks the ball free. Oh, that is miraculous from Sebastian Jack. One of the great try-saving tackles you will ever see.
Don't know if we've got enough time to click that up on the action replay, and we do.
This is heroic. Look at that. Punches the ball.
Got it. Great D. Oh, look how happy he is too. He was already telling the referee that ball didn't get touched down. And the heavens start to open up again.
So Auckland, after dodging a bullet, pack down this scrum, 10 off their own line. There's 21 and a half gone. And it's very, very close so far. Huge credit to the Southern Zone team for the start they've made to this game. Obviously difficult circumstances. They travelled up this morning. Will have been up since about 4 a.m. to catch their flight. And putting things together really nicely so far as Auckland now spread the ball out to the right edge.
Manages to stay on the field of play. They're on the 50. Look for the quick play the ball here, and he's bobbled it.
Yeah, with a little bit of help from the Southern marker, I dare say, as well. There was a bit of pushing going on in there, but this one goes the way of the Southern Zone. Auckland boys did appeal it initially, but referee Grannis says no on that one. So the scrum will pack down right on halfway.
Big shout out to our CTAS crew upstairs in the rain. Bringing you the live images.
Luasi. Lisala, he's looked good early on, Montel Lisala. Couple of little half breaks, some nice carries out of yardage as well. Ethan Faitawa comes back and links with his bookends. 30 out from the line, pressured from marker. It was Nigel Ito who got in there, and then Ito comes back and has a second go and makes the tackle.
Oh,
Words exchanged at dummy half, and the ball is spilled. Nigel Ito says, I'll take that one, thank you. Perhaps got into the opposite number's head that time. And just as the scrum packs down, and Troy, you've already started it earlier on, but a big acknowledgement to our sponsors who have stuck loyal with the Auckland Rugby League through what has been a very testing year. So Crown Lift Trucks, SAS Sports, Farrelly Photos, who sponsor our 3 senior competitions, and of course Steeden as well, who are the official match ball supplier as well. So, you know, it's been a crazy old year. And let's hope next year resembles some form of normality or whatever the new normal is. But a big thank you to those who have obviously stuck through and supported the Auckland Rugby League through all this. As McIntyre now marches the ball forward. Seka Healy with a quick play the ball. Taken down just short of halfway as the rain sort of subsides for a moment here. And Auckland will get a penalty here now as well as we approach the last 10 minutes of this first half.
oh. Play on.
Lucky to get away with that one. JP White taken down 30 out from the line. Great chance here for Auckland. McIntyre, the Northcote Tigers man, charging those legs and takes his team to within 15. It'll be 10 by the time he plays the ball. Sekahili. Kauhiva, ball over the top. Sebastian Jack, space here if they're good enough, Auckland. Numbers come across though for the South Island. 5 out from the line. Tackles still up their sleeve. Edel. Ball comes loose. Great defense from the Southern Zone. Once again, backed up on their own line. And they come up trumps.
Oh, body contact there. Well, there you go. Referee just saying, use the shoulder, make sure you use your arms to wrap around them. As we kick for touch out on the far side. Score 6 points to 4. Southern Zone out in front. 26 minutes gone. And I think you're right, Corey. You called it early. You know, Southern Zone have kept it nice and tight. You know, they've just been slowly settling up through the centre of the park, getting the big boys to do the work, trundling it down the centre of the field, and then looking for the opportunity to sort of get some shape and then to shift. Back door.
Oh, nice little short ball at the line, initially taken down, and then Edo has to come and finish things off. 25 out from the line now, the Southern Zone. They get to the kick, it goes in behind. Oh, lovely.
Great gather.
Brilliant kick, brilliant gather. And the Southern Zone will extend their lead. A try in the left-hand corner, and I think it's Elijah Tuhira who goes over. But a lovely little kick from Tamati Christie it is, which sets it all up. Let's take a look at this now on the instant replay.
So a lot of work just done up the centre, tradesman-like stuff that get them into position. Halfback just a little dink through the defence line there. The ball set up nicely for the winger coming through. Had enough space to collect and gather that. Slide through for 4 points, way over on the left-hand side of the park. And it's going to be a difficult kick to say the least, as you can see him shaping up on the touchline over the far end. And 10 points to 4, 27 minutes gone. Auckland under a little bit of pressure here at home. Really pull everything apart over there.
Yeah, you worry about your bolsters, Troy. This man's got to try and nail a sideline conversion in the teeming rain. You get your bolster back. Maybe you won't.
Maybe that's going home in the team plane. Not a bad attempt, waved away.
Waved away. So it is Southern Zone 10, Auckland 4, 29 gone here at Mount Smart Stadium. And it is the visitors with their gallant effort to lead by 6 points into the shadows of half-time. So back into it we go. Southern Zone bringing it back via Simisi Tailoa. Got to say, their middles have been excellent.
Just saying the same thing, mate. They got some big boys doing some big work and creating some damage there and keeping the Aucklanders certainly busy in the middle.
Tamati Christie, the man who set up that last try. A neat little kick. Again involved in the playmaking. Now that's broken down, in danger here for the Southern Zone. Just in time there, Tovio cleans up. If he'd missed that, I dare say Auckland may have been in and away. TJ Devery leading with the contact. Christie kicks over the top. No pressure on at the back here for Auckland yet, as this bouncing ball is eventually cleaned up by the Auckland 5, which is Ben Cossey, the 2018 Under-15 Player of the Year, part of that Auckland Vulcans team which won the national title, the first national title for the Vulcans. JP White goes to Kauhiva, bit of footwork. Contact crept up high, but referee Grannis says it's all good. Sika Healy now, who's lost the headgear. Salmamo Watts. Sika Healy gets rocked as he takes the ball to the line. 5 short of the halfway. Last coming up now for Auckland. Swing it wide, it's scuffed off the side of the boot. Well brought in by Lisala. He's yet to put a foot wrong in this game. Headgear gets rocked off there from Vaka.
And the ball out.
So play on the call. Southern Zone appealing for a strip. It's not forthcoming. And now we've got Etu Lawe onto the field. Really like this guy, part of the Vulcan 17s last year, as we see the ball spill loose. And now we'll pack down. This will be a Southern feed with round about 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Really good first half considering the conditions. Troy, obviously not the most open style of game, but really enjoying the contest.
Absolutely, both teams showing strength, certainly down the centre, and I think coming out on top, and the scoreboard shows this, is that the Southern team have certainly warmed to the occasion. It'll be interesting to see what tactics are deployed with the Auckland side coming into the second half.
So Southern Zone get us back underway. Eyeing one more try before the break. With 2.5 to play. Taylor. Lovely ball into a gap. Jack coming across, looking to knock the ball out, not this time.
Great work.
Uasi it is who goes over. Looking forward to the replay to see who put him into that hole. It was a nice pass. See here on the instant replay, it may have been Christie again.
As we have a quick look at the RLT action replay here, we can see it shifting out. Nice cutout pass. He read that well, didn't he? Ran beautiful lines there, straight into the open space. A little bit of work to do there. Tried to step him. Went to the outside, 4 points. And that's warning bells for Auckland now, just coming into the halftime break. Really didn't want to put another 4 points on there. It'll be interesting to be a fly on the wall inside the Auckland changing room. I wonder what pearls of wisdom they'll share there. Try and turn this around in the second half.
Tamati Christie it was again, turning provider. He put in that lovely little kick for the last try for Tuahira in the left-hand corner, and that time just summed up the pass nicely to put his centre Uasi away. So kick to come, chance to make it 16, and this I would think will be the last play of the first half. Strikes it, and it's good. So Southern Zone 16, Auckland 4. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock. I don't know if we'll get back for a restart. But what an effort from the visitors. After going 4-0 down early. Just wonder on these kickoffs if maybe the best ploy could be just hitting this low and hard along the ground. It's going to be very hard to pick up, and it's going to skim away off the ground as well. So that'll be all she wrote for the first half. Southern Zone lead 16 points to 4 Whole lot of work for Auckland to do in the second stanza. A short break for us before we resume with the second half action here from Mount Smart Stadium, number 1.